Okay, so today we are going to build a very simple portfolio application. It looks something like this. Uh, at the top, we have a header which has three or four menu items. On the left hand side, we have a nice message giving a short introduction about the freelancer. And there are two CTA buttons, hire me and download CV. At the bottom, we have a summary of what this person does. On the right hand side, we have these three social media CTA buttons, which when you click on them, they will redirect to those social media websites. So this is built using Tailwind and React.js. We are not adding any functionalities. We are just going to design this. Uh, so yeah, let's get started. So the first thing that we would need is VS Code to set up our React project. So I will open a new create a new folder in personal experiments, portfolio dash tw for Tailwind. And to start off, the first thing that we need is we need to set up the React project. So I'll do that using the CRA create React app. Okay, unexpected. This is something that I frequently face. So setting the registry should do the React project has been set up with the name portfolio. As you can see, we have all the files that are required. App.js is the main file inside which we have our code. So what we can do is we can go into the portfolio folder and spin up the application just to see if it's working properly. Okay, so yeah, it's working fine. So what we'll do is we'll first remove what we don't need. So we don't need this code. For now, I'll just add a header with portfolio. Let's remove the logo and the app.css since we don't need it. App.css, I'll remove the styling. I'll remove the logo from here as well. Oh, all right. Index.css also has some code, so I'll remove that as well. So now, as you can see, we don't have anything in the application and it's ready to, you know, okay. So now what we will do is we will set up Tailwind. So there are four ways to install Tailwind into your application. We are going to go with the second approach, that is using post CSS. The steps are very simple. The documentation is great. All you have to do is follow these steps. So let's start. Okay. This command usually does the trick. Let's see if it works today. So I have been getting this error since the last couple of weeks. This is when the npm registry is not set. So that's what I've done here. I've set the npm registry so that I stop getting the error. Okay. So Tailwind CSS, Post CSS, and Auto Prefixer, these three libraries have been installed. Uh, what we would need next is we would need to initialize our Tailwind CSS. For that, the command I've mentioned is npx Tailwind CSS init. Okay, created Tailwind CSS config file. As you can see, it is created here. It's right now uh, an object of empty properties. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add this postcss.config.js. So we're going to create a file called as postcss.config.js and add this. In tailwind.config.js, we're going to replace the content property with this. And these three Tailwind directives we are going to add in our index.css. So I have some access problem. I'm going to run this command to get access. Okay, now I can save the files. Yeah, so I think we are ready to go and see if Tailwind works. Let's use these three classes to see if it is actually working or not. Sudo npm run start. That's how we spin up servers in React. Okay. Okay, alright. So as you can see, we have an underline at the bottom, and this has happened because we've added this underline class to our h1 tag. Uh, Tailwind internally converts this class into CSS styles. That's the beauty of it. There are a lot of utility classes like these three in Tailwind, which basically we can use to speed up our development process. Cool.